Today, I'm going to show you what it's like to have an Amazon store 6 months in. For those of you that don't know, Amazon is a huge e-commerce platform in which sellers can go on there and sell products and make money. Amazon automation is a business we provide for our clients in which we can take on your Amazon store and run it fully automated and create passive income for you. Today, I'm going to show you the results of one of our clients here at Capital Ecom 6 months into running her Amazon store. So let's get into it. So as you guys can see, this is the spreadsheet that we have for every single one of our clients. Once your store launches, we create this same exact spreadsheet for you. So we have all the specific details of every single product that gets sold, anything from when it was sold to the product itself, what we're selling it at, to the cost of goods. And this cost of goods means the price you're purchasing at, and the sale price is, of course, what you're selling it at. So as you can see in this spreadsheet, we have all these different columns, everything and down to the key of every single exact order. We also have taxes. So we do help you get tax exempt. When you first launch your store, we might have not gotten you tax exempt yet. So as you can see in the spreadsheet, sometimes some orders will have, in the beginning, we will be paying tax, but as you see every single month, the taxes are going to start to disappear. So getting into the store, as you can see, the first sale that came in was February 24, and you started pretty much at the end of February, but overall we had roughly about 12 orders come in. Last order that came in for February was the 27th. We're doing about $900 in sales. The cost of goods is $675, so that's how much you're paying for inventory for your store. After you pay Amazon fees and everything like that, you're left with about $31 of net profit, 4% margins, of which again isn't the best, but we haven't gotten taxes up yet. So that's a big factor in making sure these stores are profitable in the future. Moving on to the next month that we have for this store. Same exact spreadsheet as you can see. You're gonna see the item that we're selling in the product section, every single date in which the item was sold. If you see a red highlight, that means the item was returned. We're doing about $13.5 thousand in sales, about $10,500 in cost of goods. So after deducting Amazon fees and everything like that, we're left with roughly $452 in net profit. Again, 3% profit margins, which isn't the best, but then again, for this store, we have not yet gotten tax exempt. So as you can see, this store is starting to scale. You're seeing a lot more volume, a lot more sales coming in. Moving on to April. As you guys can see from this spreadsheet, now we're starting to scale really, really well. We're doing now $27,707 in sales. This client is doing $20,980 in inventory spend or cost of goods. With Amazon fees and everything like that, you're looking at roughly $1,990 in net profit with 7% margins. So mind you, this store, to upkeep with it, you do need to have capital on standby. We usually recommend all our clients to have credit cards to pay for the cost of goods. You can use credit card, debit card, but we like to recommend credit card just because at the end of the day, you're leveraging credit to make money. And that's really what this business is all about. In the month of April, this client had to have $20,900 in available buying power to pay for the inventory. For those of you that don't know, Amazon does pay out your sales every 2 weeks. So realistically, this client really only needed to have I would say $11,000 in credit in terms of total buying power, because once Amazon pays you out your sales, what you do is you take that money and you pay off your credit card, so you kind of reset your limit. So then you have more buying power. Moving on to the next month of May. As you guys can see, there's a whole bunch of orders coming in. I can scroll through it, and all this work that you're seeing, if you're not upkeeping with your store in terms of making sure you're putting in the orders of the sale price, the cost of goods, making sure if you're not marking down how much profit you're making and upkeeping with the store, these results won't be accurate. So Capital Ecom, our team we have a VA team that's gonna make this spreadsheet all for you. So everything you see here is manual input from our team. And as you can see, there's almost 1,000 orders on this store. So going to the numbers now, this store did $90,700 in sales, which is great. From the last month, it jumped almost 4 times as much. The cost of goods here is about $67,900. So again, that buying power that you have is very crucial to this business. If you don't have, enough credit to run the store, you're gonna come to the issue of you don't have capital to buy the inventory, because at the end of the day, when you're running an e-commerce business, you have to have capital. Similar to any business out there, when you're running when you're selling any product, you have to have money to buy the product to send to your customer. If you don't, things are going to go wrong. So again, this client had $67,900 in cost of goods spent. So they had to have that capital on standby to fulfill the orders. After deducting all the fees, you're left with about $8,354 in profit, with about 9% margins. So this is great. Margins are increasing, profits are increasing. As long as you have credit to sustain your store, then you should be making a good amount of money on Amazon. If you look at the spreadsheet a little closer, you can see that some of the taxes we're not paying anymore. So as I mentioned back in February, we weren't yet tax exempt. So tax exemption is a whole process. If you don't know how to do it right, then you won't be able to increase your store's profit margin. So as you can see, some of these items are zeroed out in taxes, meaning this store is now tax exempt. We are increasing our profit margins, which is why we're hitting 9% now. So again, a solid month, 90,000 in sales with about $8,300 in profit. Again, really fully automated passive income for the client, because our VA team is doing all the legwork to make this possible. Now, moving on to the next month in June. Again, this store didn't do as much in profit, but still pretty consistent numbers. We're looking at 67,000 in sales, $50,000 cost of goods. Taxes, we are paying a little less. If you want to scroll back and look at that previous spreadsheet that I had in this video, we weren't paying as much taxes. So we are paying less taxes for this month. After deducting fees, we're left with about $7,000 in profit, 10% margins. So on Amazon, in the industry, from all the client stores that our team is running, we're looking at anywhere from 10 to 15% profit margins on Amazon. And moving on to the final month that I'm going to show you, since this is a 6-month process of what it's like having an Amazon store. In July, this client did 36,000 in sales, 27,000 in cost of goods. Again, taxes are a lot less now. Now, mind you, for tax exemption, we don't get you tax exempt for every single state. We only get you tax exempt for the big states, because at the end of the day, tax exemption can be expensive, and we only want to do it for states that are huge. So big main states like California, Miami, Texas, those big states that tax exemption is worth it, we do it. After deducting fees, we're left with roughly $4,200 in net profit with about 11% profit margins. So it is doing a little less than the previous month, but at the end of the day, these Amazon stores, the goal is to have consistent numbers and to scale these stores at a healthy rate, and making sure that the VA in charge is on top of the store, making sure that everything is filled out down to the key. As you can see, it is a lot of manual input. And we have to, and from a management standpoint, we have to make sure the VAs are keeping the store healthy, fulfilling orders, responding to customers, handling returns. We actually have our own warehouse in which we do all the returns for you. This reaches the 6-month mark for the store, and moving forward, I expect this store to grow and hit the same amount of numbers, if not more. As long as we have enough credit to run the store. And as you can see in July, we didn't spend as much on their credit card, but from the previous months, this shows that this client has enough buying power to purchase inventory. So for us, we want that nice safety net. If you have at least $50,000 in credit card to run a store, then you'll never come to the issue of, okay, we'll never have to reach out and be like, you have no more credit limit to purchase the orders. So overall, as you guys can see in February, it started off pretty slow. We did $30 in profit. And as the months passed, especially February, March, it jumped from about $500 in profit for the month of March. And then in April, you did $2,000 in profit. So that's exponential increase. And that's what we're looking for in these stores. These stores, at the end of the day, they take time to season. They take time to scale. We never really take on a store and see great numbers right from the very beginning. There's a seasoning process we take all clients through, and this specific store follows the exact same protocol that I'm setting up, the guidelines that I tell the VAs to make sure they're running, so that they can see profitable numbers in the future. Amazon is a very patient game, so you have to be patient and willing to wait to kind of scale your store, because that's really how you can do 90,000 in sales, 100,000 in sales and up, because you have to be really patient with these stores. Really, the name of the game with Amazon is that you're using credit and using the bank's money to really make profit for yourself, because if you don't have high credit lines or don't have enough capital to purchase the inventory, you're not going to see a successful store, which is why credit and having enough buying power is crucial to this game. This specific client actually had a charge card, which is I personally recommend to run a store. Charge cards are Amex Gold, Amex Platinum, and those cards have unlimited spending power. As long as you have great credit and are paying off you're paying off your credit cards on time, no late payments or anything like that, then Amex is going to continually keep that relationship with you and keep your cards open. So this is why I recommend every single client that comes on board with Amazon, you have to have at least $15,000 in credit line or $15,000 in buying power through a debit card to sustain a store like this. Now, I know a lot of you out there have heard about Amazon automation or know someone that's in it. And one of the possible downsides of having a store like this, and if it's scaling too fast, is that there's a possible deactivation. The thing with deactivations is part of the game. Just like any e-commerce platform out there, whether you're selling on eBay, selling on Facebook, selling on Amazon, your store could go down. Amazon customer support could see you're doing something wrong in terms of customer service, not fulfilling your orders. Any violation that they see you're doing, they may deactivate your store. But luckily for you, we have an appeal team that we work with that will constantly fight for your account to dispute it and get it back up and running. The appeal process for Amazon is just a lot of back and forth. If you're persistent, if you're sending the right documents that Amazon wants to see, and being compliant, letting them know that you'll start to perform better according to their guidelines, then you increase the chances of you getting your account back and continue selling on their platform to make money. So Capital Ecom has been an e-commerce management company for many years now. We specialize in Amazon, and we've seen accounts go down for multiple reasons. We know what to do to get these accounts back up. There are a certain amount of risk factors that we can avoid just because that we have that experience. We have that manpower in our staff that can help you make sure your store has the highest chances of success. So yes, there is risk in this business, but rest assured, we do have a team on standby that knows what to do. To run a successful business on Amazon, you need to have a backup plan when things don't go right. Not every business goes right in today's day and age, but if you don't have a backup plan, that's when most businesses fail. So again, Amazon automation is a done-for-you business model in which we help you open up an Amazon account. And just so you can have a store like this, we fully automate, fully run your store. These spreadsheets are all done by our company, and you come in as a client in which we're fully running your store, and we would split the profit. So every single month you saw that there was a certain amount of profit that store would do, and we would split the profits every single month based off of the performance of your store. So if you're ready to start your own Amazon automation store, click the link below to book a call with me, and I'll show you step by step on how you can get results like this.